Hey guys, it's Liz Fit here. Thanks for checking out my channel. So today I will be showing you guys how I meal prep for the week. I also have a mean meal prep plan and guide for all my loyal supporters. So just go ahead and check the description below on how to get your hands on one, and let's get started on committing to a healthier lifestyle. Before we get started, a good guideline for a good healthy plate is going to be a vegetable of your choice or vegetables, a starch like a brown rice or potatoes, and some kind of meat, poultry or fish. So today I'm using green beans and broccoli, sweet potato, baby potatoes, and white rice, and salmon, chicken breast, and grass-fed beef. We're going to keep everything lean and keep everything clean. So understanding how meal prepping works is pretty easy, as long as you can understand that instead of making one meal for yourself, we're just going to increase the quantities of everything that we're cooking so that we have multiple meals for multiple days in the week. That being said, I do not meal prep every meal. I make my own breakfast and I make my own post-workout meal, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But I usually meal prep for 2 to 3 meals for each day. Makes it a lot easier on my fridge. So for breakfast, I usually have oats and peanut butter, or I'll have egg whites and turkey bacon, or egg whites and turkey sausage. But I usually meal prep for 2 to 3 meals for each day. Makes it a lot easier on my fridge. I will be using brown rice, and white rice. I'm gonna do 2 cups uncooked, and that should help me portion it out later. Now, if I was using brown rice, I would do the same measurement, 2 cups uncooked. But the difference with brown rice and white rice is, for white rice, and I'm gonna cook it, I'm gonna do about 3 cups of water. For brown rice, I'm gonna do 4 now. The reason why I put extra water in brown rice is because to improve the texture. I hate that grainy, hard texture. And I'm not gonna use that as my excuse just not to eat it. So instead, I'm gonna add a little extra water. The extra water softens the texture of brown rice. So I'm just gonna save this for maybe later in the week, but I want white rice this time. Okay, so now I have my chicken defrosted in chicken breast. It's defrosted, and I'm gonna lay it out. And season it. Now I know that chicken breast is another tricky thing because a lot of people don't like the texture of it, and when it becomes dry, it's easily dries when you're baking it. So what I like to do is drizzle maybe like a teaspoon of oil. I would say olive oil or grapeseed oil. Another option would be, once it's seasoned and everything, to go ahead and just wrap it in the foil, but I usually just leave mine out and just be checking on it periodically to make sure that it's keeping the texture that you want and it's cooking. All I will be using for today is some seasoned salt and some chipotle and roasted garlic seasoning. So I always start with the salt first. And I'm definitely one of those people who've been cooking like all my life, so measuring seasoning is not really something I do. But for a rule of thumb, I'd rather have less salt than have too much. So go easy on the salt, don't do too much. So next I'll be making the roasted scallops, roasted potatoes. The serving size for these are about 5 potatoes, so I have 30 for 6 of my meals. So what I'm going to do first is cut them in half. Okay, and once I've cut that in half, I'm going to take that half and I'm going to cut those into 2 quarters. It just makes it easier for them to roast. They cook a lot quicker and they're a lot tastier. Now before we add these bad boys in the oven, I'm going to boil them for no longer than 10 minutes, or until the fork can go through like the top layer of the potato. Now that the potatoes are done boiling, I'm gonna add them to a pan. Next, I'm going to add a capful of oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. You can use olive oil. So once we've added that in, go ahead and mix it up a little bit to get it all around the potatoes. Okay, and next I'm going to season them. And all I'm using for seasoning is lemon and herb seasoning and Lowry seasoned salt. I do not use regular salt. Oop, I haven't used regular salt in who knows how long, but I've been using. I've actually substituted seasoned salt for regular salt, regular iodized salt years ago, and it still tastes great and a lot healthier. So now with everything seasoned and ready to go, I'm gonna add it to the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. I have the oven set at 375. It's gonna be baking at that. Most importantly, now I'm onto my vegetable. I love green beans. I got these organic, this huge pack of organic whole green beans from Costco. I think Sam's has them or any of your wholesale places for a good price. So I'm gonna boil them. Now, after boiling them for about 5 minutes, I drained the water, and now I'm sauteing them in a little bit of garlic and olive oil, just to give them a taste. And I'm gonna add them to my. Next, I'll be showing you guys how I portion my rice. All I need is a measuring cup, it's 1 cup, and a spoon to grab it. So like I said, I am doing 1 cup of rice per meal, but these measurements are set to my macros. If you want to do less or do more, it's up to you. This is a general guideline of how to meal prep. Next, I'm just portioning out my meats now. I already have like this. I have the chicken breast cut and sliced. And lastly, steak strips. I love these things. Okay, so now that these are done, I'm gonna take them out and add them.